So, welcome back. We're watching more Konosuba. Of course, everything going along so well, making friends along the way, and some people seeing into their future, as however bleak it may be. But whether or not it's actually indicative of what we're going to... encounter, that's left to be seen. But with monsters, magic, and the adults of this village, who needs enemies? And how many of them are talking to Mini Megumin today? She just can't be honest with herself. So rather than making her force over her lunch, nope, this time, just take it. A ruffian might be one way of describing her. What of the sudden mood change with the sense of the teacher now coming in? Oh no. Now we've got more of them. Are they actually going to be moving into proper learning of the magic now? Now they've got that heavy news out of the way. Get themselves some skill up potions. How would 4 points? How would one obtain or make a skill up potion? I think anyone that's able to actually craft one would be very valuable. How much are you willing to trade? There's been a lot on her mind recently. She is letting go of her animosity and challenge there. Megumin being slightly off-put by the fact that she's not fighting back. Now, if only one could find a vast treasury of those skill-up potions. I think the idea of explosion mages being, well, problematic for a party, obviously, due to excessive mana use and whatnot, but, well, and the destructive capability of everything around in the vicinity. Well, like what we saw during the main series, being able to gain a vast amount of XP just because of monsters going boom, should be able to, branch out and get some more useful magic. If only the one that Megumin met right there at the beginning, when the seal was broken. If she met her and... well, she used anything else, or if it was going to do explosion magic, at least something with it. Maybe some water magic or something. Common everyday magic. The prodigal hero, turning up into the village. join such a heroic party. Oh, how her visions here are squandered. And then suitably take their place. As we saw, her little vision here about taking down the Demon King and exploding the castles, she was doing that. Veldia wasn't exactly too happy about it. Why would anyone be shocked? It's like par for the course for this town. Take her to one side. Got something important to say. Comes in many shapes and forms. Well, that's debatable. Her definition of friends is she's not in the shakedown business, is she? Did they try and get some money out of her? No, not at all, but in other words, yes. Right, so they're doing it in a roundabout kind of way. Just give her a few glances every now and again. Now, the wording there is actually quite important. Raise some money, not just give her money. So you can put down a stall selling, I don't know, what's this world or this village's version of lemonade? Raid an apothecary. I mean, if they're ill, they might have a few bits and pieces in there to help out. Unless it's her sister, yeah, she's not exactly going to share any scraps that she finds. Well, hopefully that put her mind at a little bit of ease. And the other ones in the class there aren't trying to take advantage of him. Yeah, he seems to not be crying anymore. Well, that's one way of looking at it. I didn't get rejected. Just never said anything. And what happens once the seal is raised? However, are today's inhabitants of the village even capable of fighting against this dark god? Giant spiders come to mind. I think in a world like this, having these ancient magics and kingdoms that were raised on the ground being out there somewhere would be quite an interest to me. Meow. She'll do an outstanding job unless there's something that catches her eye and she goes wandering off. There it goes. Straight into the forest when we had been told that there's... Do you have to do it around the back of the building like this? What, rather than walk with her after the good deed? Being challenged, being found out what they were doing. And Megabin, being the chief's daughter, would be able to help out a little. Yes. But it's not about the money. She's already stated that there are other ways around it, right? Shimosuke is going to be dizzy. Oh, sorry, ink. Well, whether it be running into a pharmacy and nabbing a load of goods, or actually managing to craft her own potions, you say? Mandrakes and far-fetched? What? I mean, the fact she showed no remorse, no hesitation, just crunch. You'd think they'd at least make it a little humane for the ingredients being used. Huh? She's just trying to complete the class. What happens if this monster went out of his way to harm anyone? Just because it's cute. You only need the onion? Huh. Success? So why did they need to give him the whole duck then? Well, could have been a nice bit of... A lot of experience, you say? Good food, good experience. It's only a matter of time. I mean, you should have kept it to yourself, really. It's Union's own fault. She obviously doesn't care about the sanctity of life if she's mentioning how much you actually get for doing it in. Handmade potion. And how... What is its efficacy? Hand back the money, try and actually be somewhat friends with her. She really does care for her. Or maybe it's just because, it's interfering with her ability to get lunch. And here's the big question. Is Megabin going to actually return that money? Yeah, they're rivals. Yuri? I mean, for her to not be able to hide anything, enhanced feelings and emotions being so... Ah, I see, good food right there. Being shown on her face, but yet, is she actually going to be able to sit down and talk with her at any point? Such philanthropy. No, this is purely for her own gain, you know. Got to learn how to brew the potions. Make a small bit of side money with that. Take a bag and go. Was that sprinkles on the top? How much has she ordered? That's not enough plates. Of course, the would open. Of course, the Crimson Demons definitely need a patisserie pancake house. Same bench that they were sitting on before. They had their little heart-to-heart. Yeah, but the duck. See, that duck was so useful. She was actually holding herself back and... And now she's mad at her for hindering herself just to stick around a little bit longer. Well, she thought she'd let her have one. And through just trying to be one and the same, trying to graduate together, be friends and everything, leading to an argument like this. Yeah, that's what happens if you can't really express yourself too well. That is a point. Has Megaman even have the reserves to even let one off? We know she's barely on the range normally anyway, since passing out, but... because it's cool. That was a cool shot of the sunlight. Turn the tables how... well, maybe not instantly. Was it the first time that Union was actually being somewhat serious in it and not trying to keep a level playing field? It must have been the pancakes. Slowed her down. She's trying to reobtain that moment she had, seeing it up close like that before. You'd think that there would be more people that know this story, but it was such a personal thing for her. Although, you know, considering the village and we've seen the other adults and whatnot let off there, or their magic and be like, really? You're destroying the place again? Maybe there would be a little wavering in using explosion. How to use it? Although that journey to find the mage to put her on this path might not be so easy. However, everything else and in between while she's recuperating. And is Megumin now going to adjust her level a little so she doesn't... So she has to stay. XP! This wasn't about the XP, this was dinner, yeah. I mean, she's... Without money and the like, no wonder she gorged herself on pancakes. You were relying on the villagers to actually do a good job? Even troops. A good thing she went off into the forest. Kind of the benefit and drawback of living kind of in that solitude on the edge. Why exactly you would have the door broken in? Is anyone actually looking for anything good in there? How common are these Dakshin, though? If you've got them... We've seen two of them. We've had one that's wandering around, like, just in a park when they're good use of money at XP. You'd think there would be others to scoop them up and make them extinct in the local area. Or at least farm them. There's no one thought of making a Dakshin farm if they're worth some bits. Plus, comes with its own seasoning. Spring onion. As much as some of this is fun to see, the constant back and forth, the I'm not your friend, or I'm not her friend, don't tell anyone kind of thing, can't be honest with themselves, we get that whole dynamic. They're not, I would like to see it actually expanded on and do something with, but can't unless there's a big bust up at the end. But still, Dark God being released, the villagers wanting to actually do something about it. They probably spent all the time just trying to look cool and pose and the like. Without the actual skill to seal anything. That is to say, if there was anything to seal. But I could really go for some duck pancakes right now. I wonder why that is. Definitely not easily influenced by anything. But Megumin doing her best to create a potion of healing, get rid of some of the illness in the brother, whether or not that is actually genuine. get back Union's money, which caused her so much turmoil and internal strife. Oh, do friends use each other for money? Yes, actually. And if it was any of my old friends, then actually just going, I'm broke, I need some money. Pay up. That sounds about right. But also the accurate response to that would be, no, go fuck yourself. That's what a true friend is. But whether or not they can actually be honest with themselves, the eyes tell all. At the end of the day, Megumin does try and be quite a good sister, giving everything that she can over to Kamiko, so what she can't have herself, trying to at least let her sister enjoy a bit of life. I do find it kind of funny that in a series like this, where you've got characters with such outward expressiveness, the ideals of the Crimson Demon clan, and yet the ones in the class are mostly subdued, and no one's actually be able to have an honest discussion. Maybe it's just a genetic factor of the Crimson Demons. So once they reach a certain age, they just lose all sense of control and subtlety. But yeah, now that Megumin has a little food, being the duck, Union is, would have been sulking about that for a while if it wasn't for the dramatic okay, we'll drop everything, something vastly more important has just occurred. The outbreak of monsters. Megumin's home being ransacked. She can think about complaining about Megumin's gung-ho attitude on procuring some meals another day. I think the tonal shift of this show is kind of like Whiplash sometimes. When you've got the really fucking stupid moments with the rest of the villagers, and then trying to have a bit more grounded character relationship drama type thing going on here. Just wanting to be friends and next to each other, but it's so difficult. Who could honestly talk about what they want, their feelings when they're around and surrounded by people like that? But still, we don't have to think about it because the Dark God has been released. All chaos has broken loose, so we might get some action. It's been a while. They're so close to actually getting some advanced magic and the like. I'm guessing Union might get her level up a few times so she'll be able to graduate at the same time. It needs to be seen. Megumin's so close. Maybe that duck pushed her over the edge, so explosion? We'll have to see. If you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing. Join onto my Discord. But more than anything, eat well. Try not to get your hands too dirty. I'll see you in the next one.